Hello everybody, all Sportingbet customers. Can you hear the little dog? I hope it doesn't bother you much. It's been barking all morning. Lovely little dog. Excellent week of football coming up. You can hear it now, can you? Anyway, let's just have a little look at what's happening Champions League wise. Of course, I'm very excited about Milan, Barcelona, because it's the Champions League is about basically. Remember, they met already this season. It was a 2-3 victory for AC Milan, where they actually played really well. And then in the middle of a path where Barcelona were dropping points and were conceding goals at the last stages of the games, they did exactly the same against Milan, 2-2. It was a set piece as well. I think they've improved Barcelona since then, but so have Milan too. They just, you can see at Milan, you saw it against Arsenal, of two faces sometimes, but it's the kind of guys that in big games they appear. It's going to be very, very hard for Barcelona. It's a Barcelona though that is probably the strongest of the season so far. They've got the best players available, of course, with the exception of Abidal and Villa and Afelai, who've been out for a while, and Adriano, I think, as well, perhaps, although he trained on Monday morning. So all in all, it's a strong team because physically they seem to have peaked at the right time. They pressure high again. They recover the ball early, and it was interesting how they got a player sent off. Compare that to Real Madrid, for instance. Got a player sent off in Thiago, and there was half an hour left of the game, but they still managed to be very disciplined in what they did. They put two lines of four, two banks of four defending, and they didn't have as much possession as in other games, but still they didn't need to have Xavi, for instance, who was refreshed or will be refreshed against Milan. In my eyes, Barcelona favourites. They have but I wouldn't be surprised if Milan comes to the Camp Nou with a 2-1 victory. It would be, I think, a draw or a victory to Milan on this occasion, because Barcelona still have got one little problem in their cabinet, which is that they still don't finish the games off. They have the chances, but they don't finish them off. I trust Milan will give them a really good game. I think at the Camp Nou Barcelona will win, but I've got the impression that this will be, first leg will be a draw or a victory to Milan, with Ibrahimovic scoring, of course. Very cleverly, Ibrahimovic, by the way, has said that they have no pressure. It's all down to Barcelona, which is using the same trick that Jose Mourinho did in the semi-finals of the Champions League when they faced Barcelona. Jose Mourinho was saying that it's all, Barcelona is playing against history. We're playing against a team trying to take pressure off Inter and put it to Barcelona. Ibrahimovic is doing the same, but come on, it's AC Milan. How can they not be thinking that they can win? It's one of the top teams in the world, as Pep Guardiola will tell you. Then Benfica Chelsea is another game that I'm really looking forward to, because I think it's going to be very tight for many reasons. For starters, we're still not seeing the best Chelsea, especially up front. It's a much more solid Chelsea, one that looks very much like the previous Boas Chelsea. I hope that they take something from what Villas-Boas was trying to introduce to the side, but in the meantime it's about winning and getting the results and etc. Spurs should have beaten them, I think, but even so they've managed to get a draw, so the results are coming their way in a way. But against Benfica it's going to be very hard. Benfica have got a team that is very offensive, probably one of the most offensive of the competition. Javi Garcia in the centre of the midfield is the only defensive midfielder, and then when they go up front, they go in numbers, the full-backs as well. It's the kind of team that when we finish this Champions League, you'll be seeing some of the players going to other clubs and thinking like, he was at that Benfica. I think it could be that kind of team, and I do see a draw here just because Benfica may be clever enough to actually go to the Stamford Bridge and scare Chelsea. I'm not sure if they will do it. Let's see how the first leg goes, but I think this could be a 1-1 result, or perhaps a victory to Benfica, with Cardoso scoring and Torres as well. I back him every week, don't I? But we will see. Let's see a couple of stats that may help you take decisions. Benfica have lost all 3 previous home quarter-finals against English clubs, but this is a different Benfica, I think. They are unbeaten in the last 10 European home matches, winning 8 of them, but they've only won 2 of the last 5 at the Stadium of Light in the Champions League. different competition and than the Europa League, and of course having more troubles to get the points. But they've got a very South American look this season. 11 of the 17 starters come from the continent. And what about Chelsea? They've won 4 and lost only 1 of 6 Champions League games against Portuguese opponents. They've reached the semi-finals 5 times in the last 8 seasons, and I wouldn't be surprised if they go through, but it's going to be very hard. So let's see a draw here, and everything to be decided at Stamford Bridge. What else have we got? APOEL Nicosia, Real Madrid. What can you say about that one? Who cannot back Real Madrid? A Real Madrid that has got 3 forwards that have almost scored 100 goals this season, the 3 of them, and in the case of Benzema and Higuain not always playing. It looks like Mourinho's going to go on the offensive. Xabi Alonso, of course, is missing, so Granero will be in the centre of the midfield, and the idea is just go on the attack. So because Di Maria is not there, we may see the partnership of Higuain and Benzema again. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. But remember, this is a team that APOEL that makes things very difficult, slow things down, good atmosphere at the ground. They defend well. Let's see if we've got some stats here. They're defending. APOEL's defence has sharpened up considerably. They concede only 13 goals in the last 20 European games and lost only 1 of the last 11 at home. But an email from my sister. I'll answer later. What else? Marseille, of course, is meeting Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich unbeaten in the last 5 games in all competitions. They're second in the Bundesliga. They scored at least 2 goals in 10 of the last 14 matches in the Bundesliga. Marseille, they're 8th in the French league. They're not playing very well. In fact, they haven't won a game in the last 5 in all competitions. It can only be a winner, with Mario Gomez scoring as well. I think they're superior, much superior than Marseille. I can see. I know that Bayern Munich lost the first leg against in the last round, but even so, they just seem to have picked form at the right time. So bad news that Diawara, the centre back of Marseille, will be missing because of injury. Robin, they're all fit for Bayern Munich, so it should be 2 victories for Bayern Munich to meet perhaps Real Madrid, surely Real Madrid in the semi-finals. So that's about it for now. I'll talk to you at the end of the week. I'll be in Manchester. If any of you is there, I'll see you in Manchester.